Swami who helped me get back. Hence, with your blessings, I am here. First time in nearly 18 days, I was able to be up sitting for so many hours. My arm definitely feels much better. I am even writing better. Thank you. Nice. Yes. Now it is time to work on Anandamaya Kosha. Means even the bliss which you are feeling by the knowledge of this truth or by meditating on this truth should not bind yourself. You are supposed to unclutch even from this. Even this should not make you dependent on something. You are not supposed to be dependent even on this. Actually, this whole session is all about this. Be a bhakta, don't be a boka. Don't even clutch yourself with the feeling of joy, with the feeling of devotion, with the feeling of gratitude. Let you be very clear. See, even the feeling of devotion or gratitude can be one more shaft. Just be completely unclutch yourself even from that. Even from that, if you can unclutch, you will see, instead of having devotion to some other form, either Guru or God or anything, you will divert the whole energy and attention into your own self, into your own being. Instead of the Guru Bhakti, it will become Atma Bhakti. Instead of just having Guru Bhakti, you will have Atma Bhakti. It will turn towards your own being, the attention and the energy, and you will start, you see, I always tell people come and ask me, Swamiji, what can I do for you? What way I will be of service to you? I tell them, get enlightened, that is the only service you can do for me. Nothing else can be done. Whatever else you do, you will create only problem for me. Even if you try to become ashramite, I will have only one more problem. Nothing else can be done. So unless you get enlightened, till you get enlightened, I will be having problem out of you. If you get enlightened, I can count one problem less. That is the only possible way you can help me. That is the only possible way you can do. You can be of some service. If you really want to do some service, not only for me, even for the world, the only way is completely unclutch yourself. Understand, by your very nature, by your very being, you are unclutched. All your fears, I think I was showing this example in the lecture. Let me show once for all of you. See, all your fear, how can I drop the identity? The identity which you are showing to the outer world and the identity which you are showing to yourself. The identity which you are showing to the outer world, you are afraid that you may lose all those things if you are unclutched. Money, wealth, car, house, wife, whatever you have, you are afraid that you may lose the outer world, and the identity which you are carrying inside, your morality, understanding about life, whatever you call it, you are afraid that you may lose the identity if you are unclutched. Be very clear, that is the cunning way mind keeps you under the control. For example, if one of your worker wants to exploit you, the first thing he will do is, he will convince you that you can't do business or you can't survive without him. Without his help, you can't survive. That's the first thing he will do. Somehow he will convince you. Once you are convinced you can't do without him, your job or your business, Be very clear, you are ready to be exploited. You are ready to be exploited. Now you are ready. Easily you can be cheated. You can be exploited. Same way, first thing mind does is to convince you that without mind you can't live in your outer world or be balanced in the inner world. You can't be balanced in the outer world or you can't be balanced in the inner world. The moment mind convinces you, mind is a basic need to live in the outer world and in the inner world, gone. You are gone. Then you will see every inch your being is exploited. At every level you are continuously exploited. Your fear to drop the mind is nothing but fear created by the mind itself. Otherwise, naturally you will be liberated from the mind. Let me show you a simple example. In the North India, if you see, they will have like this a trap. This is called hunter's trap. To catch the birds. Like this it will be hanging in a tree. This is the trap. All of you can see. This is the trap. Like this a trap will be there. It's a very simple thing. Simple device. It is used as a trap to catch birds. It will be hanging like this in a tree. All of you are able to see? Just a small stick. Just a small stick. When it is made to, actually they will tie like this between a tree. It will be hanging. When it is hanging like this, when a bird comes and sits one side, automatically because of the weight, what will happen? It will become like this. The stick will become like this. Because the stick is topsy-turvy, it is completely topsy-turvy, the bird which is holding the stick, it will feel if it leaves, it will fall and die, or it will fall and hurt itself, and the foolish bird will be hanging on the same stick. It will be hanging on the same stick. Half an hour or after half an hour or 1 hour, slowly the hunter will come, just take that bird, put it in the cage and go. How the bird, just out of its own foolishness, is hanging. See, the bird doesn't know, if he lets go, if he relaxes, simply he can fly. He can fly. But logically, if you think, what will be the truth? Logically, if I leave, I'll fall and hurt myself, I may die or I may have injury, I may hurt myself. That is the logical fear. Bird must be logical, or very intellectual, philosopher, great philosopher. Knows everything about gravity, but not practical. Knows everything about gravity. Great scientist must be. All Newton's theories he knows, but not very practical. He doesn't know the potential power of his being. He will be just hanging. He will not let go. He will not relax. You know, if he opens, if he lets go, he can just fly. Same way, how the bird is hanging with the fear that if he relaxes, he may fall and die. You are hanging with your mind. Let it be very clear, you are hanging with the same fear, just like the bird. You are hanging with your mind. You don't understand, if you relax, if you let go, you can just fly. You can liberate yourself. With the simple truth, you can live without mind. You can just liberate yourself. But when you carry this fear, without mind it is difficult to live. You will be hanging just like that bird. One more thing, the bird is hanging because of an insecurity feeling. In few minutes hunter will come, not only the bird will lose its freedom which he was having, he will lose the stick which he is holding, because the hunter will take away. Hunter will take him away. Same way, if you are hanging with your identity, not only you are going to lose the enlightenment or the liberation, even your identity will be taken away when Yama comes. Just like a hunter, Yama will come and he will just take you, put you in the cage and pack and go. Just understand this one example, how the bird is hanging without the courage to let go. If he relaxes, at the most few moments he may have to balance himself, that's all. Then he can just fly, take off. How foolish this bird is to hang out of insecurity or fear. Same way you are hanging. You are hanging with your identity. You are catching and trying your best to feel secured by holding on to this identity. Now it is time, let you relax, let you let go from the identity which you are showing to the outer world and from the identity which you are carrying with yourself, an experience that you are unclutched. In Anandamaya Kosha, meditation is much deeper. Actually, with Anandamaya Kosha, no instruction is necessary. Sitting with the master is Anandamaya Kosha. Upanishad, we call that in Sanskrit, Upanishad, just sitting. In Zen they say, just sitting. Zazen. Zazen or Upanishad is what is the method to penetrate the Anandamaya Kosha. With Anandamaya Kosha, actually by now, every one of you know how to sit with yourself. How to sit with yourself. You can sit even hours together, just without fighting with yourself. With that simple one truth, you are unclutched. If you are clutched, clutched. If you are unclutched, unclutched. Nothing needs to be done. Neither you need to create a shaft that you are unclutched, nor you need to create a shaft you are clutched. Simple one truth can do such a big alchemy inside you. It can just move mountains, not mountains, the samsara sagara itself you can move. You can go beyond even the samsara sagara with this single truth. If you got anything to share or any question, I'll spend a little more time with your questions or with your experiences. Then we will enter into the meditation and energy darshan. Let me tell one more thing. Energy darshan is nothing but I am trying to help you to be in that being unclutched. I am trying to give you solid experience or the energy so that you can stay in that same being unclutched throughout your life and after life. Yes, get the questions.
Swamiji.
Is it safe for pregnant women to do inhale, neutral, exhale meditation? Yes, very safe. It is very good meditation. You can do. When I close my eyes, I feel pulsation, vibration, wave taking over my body. I feel one with energy flowing through me. And when I open my eyes, life is flowing spontaneously. Thank you for being in my life. Thank you. Unclutch, over. During the Manomaya Kosha, I feel like some energy going into, through the forehead, the experience was soothing and pervading the whole head. During Vijnanamaya Kosha, I experienced maybe 1,000 petal lotus on the crown of the head. Thank you very much for everything, Swamiji. Beautiful. You see, these are all beautiful experiences. As you know, again, unclutch yourself. From these experiences also, you will go into much deeper experiences. I tell you, when you unclutch, even from these experiences, you get such tremendous power and strength, it will be so easy for you to unclutch from the two identities. Nothing can bind you. It will be so easy and you will be just flowing with the whole spontaneity, whole life itself. Any other question or experiences?
Yeah, hi. This morning when I got in, I realized that I forgot my pad. And yesterday when I wrote my mind chatter yesterday, actually my hand got very sore because I was writing so much. It was just flowing like crazy. And when I got here this morning, I figured, and I went over and got a new pad. So I figured I'll write some more. And interesting enough, there was very little coming up.
That's nice. Beautiful.
One more thing, if I could say. I have a flotation.
If you can talk a little slowly, I'm able to understand.
Okay. I've been meditating in a flotation tank for about 28 years. It's called a samadhi tank. And it's got 11 inches of water, and it has 800 pounds of Epsom salt in it.
That's nice.
But the question I have is that, because I've realized that there's a shaft that I created with this because it's such a great feeling. So it's just letting go of that shaft as well. And
Yes. If you feel it is a shaft, you have to let go. That also. Even if it is the greatest feeling, you have to let go. You have to let go. And suddenly, the feeling, the person who feels the experience feeling, all the three will disappear. That is the ultimate thing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Swamiji, last time that I did the NSP with you, when we did the third eye meditation, when you gave the indication to not concentrate, I was flooded with energy and I got very high, like I took a drug. And now the same thing is happening. What do you do?
Nice.
What are you doing?
Surely I am not giving you any drug. And that food is served for everybody. There is nothing in that food also. I can be sure because it is ordered and brought. We did not even cook here.
Why does this happen?
Actually, you are experiencing, we call in Sanskrit Amritadhara, means that immortal energy. You start connecting with that energy. It is good actually. But let go even these experiences.
I'm not I'm not clutching, but I'm enjoying.
No, you can enjoy, nothing wrong, but unclutch. When you unclutch, this will stay permanently. If you try to possess it, if you try to hold on, you will create a shaft and you will miss it. And if you just constantly unclutch and don't bother about it, it will tend to stay permanently. It won't leave you.
Thank you.